Now, I have sold a couple of different wines here in HSN over the last couple of years. Never had we had a more trusted name when it comes to great taste and a better value when it comes to gift giving. This is where I want you to stop everything, because remember, wine bottles are heavy. All of these items are shipping for free, which is amazing that's included if you know how heavy a wine bottle can be. So I'm gonna show you all the options that remain, and I really hope you appreciate the price. We're coming in at about, I think it's 10, 13, a little over $10, right? Oh, it's, well, I mean, in terms of divided by. So I guess around $13 per bottle. And Chef has custom picked each and every one of these sets. So you know you're just gonna get the best of the best without even having to taste it. Just so you know we trust him. So here we go. In the choice of the 3 bottles, you have the Rosé, the Chardonnay. The red wine blend is sold out. We have Cabernet Sauvignon. If you wanna go for the 12 bottles, we have a Rosé and Chardonnay combo, a red wine blend and Cabernet, or Cabernet combo. And then we have the next pack, which is really cool. It's 3 Rosé, 3 Chardonnay, 3 of the red wine, and 3 of the Sauvignon. And that, if you want to really get the mixed one, is truly a great value because you get a little bit of everything. So Chef, I was thrilled. By the way, this Chardonnay is fantastic. But I was thrilled to get to present this with you. It's my first time talking about it. How did you pick them? What efforts did you go through to really pick the very best for this collection?
Well, here's the thing. I traveled the world. I did a show called Field Trip and another one called Travel, Cook, Repeat. And I went and met the best winemakers throughout the world. I went to Burgundy in France, and I went to Rioja in Spain, and I've been all over South Australia. And of course, the best part about winemaking is knowledge, right? But I understand that it's very difficult when you walk into a store and you see 300-400 bottles of wine, and you're like, I don't know which one to pick. So what I did was I took all of that knowledge and I started collating wine sets for people. And then I got back to California and I said, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm going to get myself a vineyard and I'm going to do it myself. So that's exactly what I decided to do with my beautiful family. There's 4 of us, so we've called the vineyard the Four Stones Vineyard. And what we're doing is we're still collating beautiful wines from around the world, collaborating with incredible winemakers and growing and making our own wines as well. This is the Rosé, so the 4 stones, and you can see the 4 stones on the label. That's one for me, one for Lindsay, one for Hudson, and one for Emerson. Of course, they're not allowed to drink it yet, but they have fun picking the grapes with us, that's for sure. So let me tell you a little bit about the Rosé. It's floral, it's slightly sweet, there's strawberry and raspberry. Oh, and when you smell that, it just makes you feel like joy. I can't describe it in many other ways.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Isn't that good? Little Malin, key lime. The great thing here is the blending is everything.
Oh, Chef, wait a minute. I was drinking down sorry, the Chardonnay. This is delightful because a lot of rosés are too sweet for me.
They can be. Well, we balance it. So it's 95% Zinfandel, 5% Pinot Noir, which is what gives it that beautiful balance. But it is sweet, but it's not sickly sweet, if you know what I mean. Great for fish tacos and cheese plates and salmon roast and holiday parties. You name it, you can drink rosé all day, baby.
Yes, you can. Rosé's a favy. All right, so I already got a head start clearly on the Chardonnay, but take us through this, because it's really wonderful.
Well, Chardonnay is that drink that everybody loves. And if you've got people coming over for the holidays, the Chardonnay works with basically everything, right? Again, seafood, chicken, light meats, beautiful cheese platters. It's aged in oak, right? So it has a little bit of oakiness, but it's not over the top. You will find a little oak on the nose, which I just love, and it's got a tiny bit of butteriness, but it's not one of those butter bombs, if you know what I mean. Really well balanced. Now, 96% Chardonnay, 4% Viognier. Oh, and again, the devil is in the detail with that blending. Oh, wow. I just love that. It's got a long finish. It's really fruity. It's just a beautiful everyday wine that you will just love. A real food wine, that Chardonnay.
And these are all easy wines, guys. It's not like so many of the wine chefs is like, oh, I don't know, because it's a really expensive bottle. And these are all really easy to gift give. I don't, here's my thing. When Chef comes out with anything, I personally know I can really trust him. I trust his taste. He's wildly successful. We have great products that are huge customer picks. So, even though I know you can't taste it, just grab this while we have it on sale. It's a huge savings. You're at about $13 a bottle for premium wines. I mean, beautiful wines. And if you love his cookware and you love all the stuff you have in your kitchen, chances are you're really gonna love this, and I know you can share it successfully. All right, now we're moving on to the red wine blend.
It sure is. Now, these are all the noble. By the way, if you pick up the dozen, you're actually paying $10 and change for each bottle. Okay, I don't mean to correct your math, Susan, but
My math
it is
stinks.
$10 and change. And they're $30 bottles of wine, and you're getting them for just over $10 a bottle. So go ahead and enjoy the savings, you guys. Now, this is that sort of Bordeaux blend. What does that mean? It means it's a mixture of a few different grapes, predominantly Cabernet. So if you love Cabernet, you're going to love this. 14% Merlot, 7% Malbec, and then 5% Petit Verdot. The reason we get all of those grapes together is because they make beautiful music together. I sip it, and I want to eat lasagna. I want to have roasted duck and braised meats. I mean, it goes with everything.
Prime rib. You know what I think's really fun about this is it doesn't have that bitter aftertaste. Sometimes reds are really, really heavy for me, and you get that little aftertaste. You're like, oh, that's not very good. This is lovely and a little bit mild.
I think what you're talking about are tannins, right? And you can get really tannic wine. This has actually been aged for 12 months in oak. So we've done the work for you. It's ready to drink right now. The beautiful thing about it, it is soft, it is smooth, and it's very, very easy drinking. And like I say, it's a real food wine, so it goes with so many different dishes. Now, I'm saving the Cabernet for last because it's the richest. It is the most powerful. These are brand new. We've just launched them. We just launched them and, of course, entered them into some awards. Every single wine picked up awards. Oh, yeah, every single one.
Congratulations.
This is the first time anyone's ever seen them. Thank you.
Look at
and there they are. You can see them right there. There's bronze, there's silver, beautiful, beautiful wines, and they're just starting their awards ceremony. Because, of course, when you have a new wine, then you have to start entering it into all of these shows, and they will pick up more awards as we go. But this one is the Cabernet. It is, again, of course, that devil in the detail with the blending. 96% Cabernet, and we put 97% Cabernet and 3% Petit Verdot, and you find that beautiful, rounded, rich Cabernet, but it's not over the top, and that's what's so great about it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a big, heavy blanket. Sorry, I am the worst descriptor of wines, clearly, because I can't do math either. But, you know, I really avoid reds a lot, especially heavy, dark reds. Again, this is really lovely, Chef. I hate to say it, but I know you do good stuff, but I'm really pleasantly surprised, because I would think of the four, I'd be like, that one's not so good. No, they're all just take your pick. Now, I do want to emphasize that, and I guess my math is not so horrible. I did write $10 a bottle for the 12-pack. Here's what I would do. This is a $30 bottle of wine. It's on the higher shelves in the stores, right? You're getting it here at HSN exclusively for $10 per bottle when you go for the 12-pack. The other thing that's really cool, look, they're all gift wrapped. You get the bags to go along with them. This is a special holiday edition. Now, normally the big 12-pack is $166. So that's a dramatic savings. And you know what you do? You have them all ready to go, and you just pass them out. You say, hey, so going to someone's house, taking a bottle of wine, you're gonna have people over, you want them to take a little gift home with them, you want to give them to all the people who do your nails or all the people you're buying for. At $10 a bottle, you're getting a premium wine that's been custom selected and chosen by one of the premier chefs in the world. What does that mean to me? I can pretty much trust him. He's got great stuff. He understands this world, and he allows us to jump into it. So I definitely hope you try it. Again, you've got the 3-pack. We'll show you the graphics one more time, and we have just, our phone lines are going crazy. Please remember, it's all free shipping. And a case of wine is really heavy. It can cost a ton to ship wine. It's included in the sale price. So in the choice of 3, we have Rosé, Chardonnay. The red wine blend is sold out, and we have the Cabernet. In the choice of 12, this is where I'd go, guys. It's the better value. We have the 6 Rosé, 6 Chardonnay. If you want the lighter side, that's the white collection. The red collection has the blend with the Cabernet, and the mix has a little bit of everything, which, Chef, I love the fact you gave us a little bit of each of those in the mix set so everybody can try it out.
Oh, absolutely. Now, by the way, I've got more gifting for you. If you want to give beautiful gifts, I'm calling this my wine pump and chiller set. That's the foil cutter, that's the aerator, that combined is the chiller, and that is the pump. Let me show you how it works. Of course, it's there to open the wine. First of all, you take the foil cutter, you just sit it over the top, you pinch it on either side, and you turn your bottle. It will remove the top of that foil, and you can see that right there. And then you take your pump. It's actually got a needle, which you can't touch, of course. It's protected. That needle will pierce and go straight through the cork, and then you pump that wine maybe 4 or 5 times, and you see that? The cork literally pops right out. So if you want to give somebody a beautiful little gift, we have reduced the goodness out of this. I think it's down to 12 $5 and change for this gorgeous little gift box. Talk about a stocking stuffer, you guys. If you're picking up on the wine, you got to get that wine pump and chiller as well.
That's a really good idea. And again, now y'all are jumping on the 12-pack because you know flat out that's the better value. And how many of you have maybe a small office and you want to give everybody a really nice gift? Always a bottle of wine is appropriate and loved. And you're not, you know, you're only giving a $10 bottle of wine. They will have no idea it's only $10. They're going to expect that it's a much more expensive wine. And then quite frankly, when they taste it, you also get that sort of confirmation of, oh, this is really a lovely wine. So Chef, congratulations to you guys and your team. This is beautiful.
Now, Susan,
Yes.
if you like walking around the store with a 39-pound box of wine, and I don't, and I'm big and strong, but I tell you what, it's heavy. You put it in the car, then you got to lug it from the car. And the truth is, you end up not doing it. You buy one bottle at a time, don't you? And guess what? Then you're paying a big premium for buying one bottle at a time. What we're doing is shipping to you free of charge. You can choose the 3 rosés, you can choose the 3 chardonnays, you can choose the 3 red blends, or you can choose the 3 cabernets, or if you want to do the whole dozen, you can do the whole dozen, or you can do a dozen of the reds or a dozen of the whites. Totally up to you.
Yeah, and I love that versatility. So maybe you say, well, I'm trying it for the first time. I quite frankly, because it's $10 a bottle, would go for the mixed set in the 12. And then you have 3 bottles of each. So you can keep one, try one, give them away. Maybe you're having a meal and you're doing a fish, so you want to do the Chardonnay. And then tomorrow night you're doing that beautiful prime rib we had last hour. You might want to do one of the reds. Our shrimp coming up, the chard would be great. Even the rosé, I think, would work really well with the shrimp we're just about to talk about. Well, speaking of shrimp, let's get into this. It was very interesting because I've been blessed to work with Chef for many years now.